Hey y'all, Dallas again, Chaos Fragrances. Taylor back with another episode of Fragrant Face-Offs. This is going to be episode number 4, right? Is it episode number 4? Only you guys will know. Before we get started with this video, guys, make sure you like the video. Also subscribe to my channel. Just helps me out, helps me to keep creating content for you guys. And if you like what you see, might as well just subscribe, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do it. I mean, you're kind of missing out. Anyway, we're back to the episode Fragrant Face-Offs. This one's going to be between one legend and one fragrance that seems to be kind of forgotten about. And these two fragrances are La Nuit de L'Homme and L'Homme, both by Yves Saint Laurent. So these two fragrances right here, both are pretty popular. This one more so than this one. Like I said, this one seems to be forgotten about a little bit more lately. This one is still talked about quite a bit. But we're going to do a face-off between these two. Basically, I'm going to tell you what I think of both, which one you should buy, situations for each and stuff like that. So let's go and get started. So we're going to start off talking about this one first, guys, L'Homme. So basically, this fragrance, kind of an apple ginger vibe. I've said it probably 10 times now. I'll say it 10 more times. Smells just like a gentleman, all right? Just kind of has this pleasing, mature smell to it while not smelling old manish by any means, but just kind of has this mature smell to it. Just smells very gentlemanly, and you'll know what I'm talking about if you have smelled this before. So this fragrance, I've also said, is my go-to apple orchard fragrance, all right? In the fall, if you go to like an apple orchard, if you're in situations like that, that's just what I would wear. This is also just really good for just casual wear. Another example is like if you have family events, like for example, Thanksgiving. I wore this on Thanksgiving with my family because this is pleasing. It's not overly kind of in your face. It's not overly just like sexy. You really would not want to be wearing something like that at a family event. At least I would hope not. It's really good for that, and for Christmas this year, I'll probably wear this on Christmas as well because, again, really pleasing, really inoffensive. This fragrance really works best in the daytime. Daytime casual, like I said. Really isn't much to it. Performance for this one is not really the best. It's not awful. It's all right, moderate, I would say. Probably 5 to 6 hours longevity. And it sits pretty close to the skin, which is what you would want with a fragrance like this. You don't want this to be projecting like crazy. This would be a great office scent if you are willing to reapply throughout the day. And of course, we got La Nuit de L'Homme, guys. I don't even need to tell you about this one. We all know it. Saying this right now, my favorite date fragrance. I'm going to say it's the perfect date fragrance. Obviously, that's subjective. Everyone has their own opinion. I'm just going to say probably one of the best date fragrances you can have on the designer side. Just spicy, powdery, warm, cozy. Can't go wrong with this stuff, guys. It's just so good. This is one of those fragrances that some people may need to grow into. You know, this may need to grow on you. I remember when I first started my fragrance journey, I walked into Macy's or something, and I went right for the fragrance counter, and I went right to this fragrance because I was seeing Jeremy's videos, all the hype it got, and I'm like, I have to smell this fragrance. So I smelled this one, and I smelled this one. And guess which one I liked better at the time? This one. I'm not even kidding, guys. When I first smelled this, I was like, really? Like, you know, different, kind of odd. So, and I like this one better. So I actually ended up buying this one first. I've worn it a little bit. And then I ended up deciding to just blind buy this bottle because I'm like, you know what, even if I don't like it that much, apparently women do, apparently other people do, so I'm going to buy it. Once I started to wear it, once my nose started to develop more, I really started to appreciate this, and now, like I said, almost just brings me to my knees, man. Really good stuff. So this is definitely something, kind of an acquired taste, something a little bit more specific that maybe someone who's more into fragrances would appreciate more than someone who's just getting started with them. But like I said, women still love this stuff. So I would say that this is basically the nighttime version of this. Nighttime, this even translates to like man of the night, man in the night, which is, so obviously has to be a nighttime fragrance. But seriously, you smell this, perfect evening fragrance. I'm talking dates, evenings out. Not really a clubbing fragrance, not really something I'd wear to the bar just because the performance really isn't that great as with this one. It does project pretty well when you first spray it on. It won't project too long. And again, the longevity is about moderate. But again, for a date fragrance, which is what I use this for, what I think everyone should just use this for, performance is perfect for that. This stuff does cling on your clothes for a really long time. I'm sure you've heard people say, like I said, my go-to date routine spray for this is like 1 on the neck, 1 to 2 on the neck, and then 1 right here on the chest. You can't see this, but 1 right here on the chest on my clothes so that when she hugs me, she can smell it. That's my spray routine for this on a date. Works great. So yeah, this is basically nighttime. and this is basically daytime. Since these DNAs are so similar, you can spray these over each other and you'll be fine, which is nice. So say you wear this to the office and then you have a date lined up later that night, you come home, you get changed, overspray this right over top, no issues at all. It'll just blend really nicely, and this kind of will provide a base to that too, which would be nice. So definitely really great. Of course, they blend well together. So as far as which one I like better, I would have to say this one. Not only in terms of smell, this one does also perform a little bit better, and it gets me better compliments than this one. But like I said, this one is definitely more specific, so I would recommend you sample it. Probably not wise to blind buy a full bottle of this like I did, full big bottle. But like I said, you know, if you're just getting started out, you may smell this and be kind of almost taken aback by it. But it is something that you probably will grow into. You might start to appreciate later on. As with this one's probably more mass appealing, more safe. This would probably be more blind buy worthy than this one. However, I think in the long run, you would come to appreciate this one more just for how unique it is. And again, the compliments with this one, crazy. Perfect date fragrance, the best one, I'm saying that. So if I had to recommend which one you should buy, again, this part's always hard for me being a fragrance collector. I love basically all my fragrances. I wear this one, I wear this one. If I had to recommend you buy one, it would probably be this one, again, because it's the best date fragrance. This, again, is a great pleasing scent, a great scent that you could just wear casually, but there are a lot of other scents that you could wear casually in replace of this one. Plus, the DNA of this one is a little bit more well-known. This one is a little bit more specific, would get you better compliments and things like that. A little bit better performance, but it's negligible. So again, if I had to recommend you buy one, which one I personally like better, it would be this one. But hey man, I say buy them both. Buy all the fragrances. I would recommend you this one, but definitely worth sampling, worth trying both of these to see which one you like. Again, they're both solid. Again, I'm not saying, oh, this one sucks or whatever. Again, both solid. Definitely check them out. Again, this is my favorite, but hey, you know, it's all subjective. Can't even say it. If I can't even say it, you shouldn't even believe me. Do I even know what I'm talking about? All right, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of Fragrant Face Off. So if you enjoyed that episode, guys, please be sure to leave a comment. Tell me what face off you want to see next, or which one of these you prefer. Also, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, share the video, because sharing really helps, definitely helps a lot. And also subscribe to me on Instagram, Chaos Fragrances. The link is in the description. I got bonus content, behind the scenes and stuff there. So again, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these uploads 3 days a week. Going pretty good. So I also want to thank you really quick for 1,000 subscribers. I know I'm a little bit late, but again, I do want to thank you guys. It's been crazy the last couple months. I do plan on doing a Q&A soon, maybe towards the end of December, which I'll make a video announcing that where you can ask your questions and stuff. I'll get to that later. So again, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.